Well, after a much-needed vacation in New Orleans, I have returned, and we're going to talk about some. We're going to talk about a some news that came out today. Yeah, so basically, it was a rumor, and I was going to do a video on this actually a couple days ago when there was a rumor going around that there was going to be a DC anime that was going to be an Isekai involving characters from the DC universe. And a lot of people thought that either A, this was not real, or B, it was going to be someone transported to the DC universe. Well, turns out it's a little different. It turns out it's just a wee bit different because what really is going on is that, well, it's the Suicide Squad getting isekai'd. No lie, that's what it's called, Suicide Squad Isekai. It's an animation studio that has been behind some major anime. I think Studio Gainax is also involved in this. But yeah, so basically it's the Suicide Squad, but mainly looks like it's going to focus on Joker and Harley, but we'll get into hopefully more characters, but I'll talk about that in a minute. I just find it funny that this looks like it's like I actually like this a lot more. I was afraid, like, if this was true, I was like, oh god, I don't want, like, the reason I like DC Universe Online is a DC anime isekai. But the idea is that you throw Harley and Joker in, and possibly other characters from the Suicide Squad into a fantasy universe is like gold. Like, I love that idea, and the fact that it looks like it's going to be taking like a page out of, like, it's going to be taking parody into it. I think it's going to be really cool. It does focus. I'm not a fan of the Joker and Harley design. Maybe if I see it more, I'll like it. But like, it feels a little too well. Joker's I don't mind because it looks like they're trying to go for like a Arkham City kind of design. So, like the Arkhamverse Joker, which I kind of like. Harley's, it'll take me a while. Now, we don't know what the story is. All we know is that it looks like Joker and Harley have have had a untimely meeting with Truck-kun, and because we do see him driving around, so who knows? Maybe Truck-kun was just kind of watching, like, revving up his engines, like, yeah, you're about to have some fun today. So I think that's really cool. We do see Waller. We don't, from the trailer I saw, we don't see other members of the Suicide Squad, so I'm hoping it's not just Suicide Squad, but it's just Joker and Harley, and Amanda Waller's just watching all of it. I really am hoping that we get other characters in the anime, too. I really do hope we get other characters in this saga. In this storyline, because it's not a movie, it's going to be a whole anime series, which also blew my mind. I thought it was going to be an anime movie, and I was like, alright, anime movie, just like the Catwoman Hunted film, alright. But then, turns out, nope, a series. I'll give DC this, is that they are trying now, and if it's one thing they know is how to edge Marvel out in animation, this is just another testament to that. Now, as for other characters I think would be cool to see in this anime, as members of the Suicide Squad, I think it is going to be, if we do get more Suicide Squad members, it's going to be characters we see in the movies. I do think it will be characters we see in the films. So we'll probably see Captain Boomerang, King Shark, maybe, I say maybe, but it'll probably be Peacemaker up in here, too. So I do think it will, like, the big three that will show up are Captain Boomerang, King Shark, and Peacemaker. As for others, I would like to see, I think we will probably get Bloodsport and or Deadshot if we get more members. Like I said, it'll probably depend more on, like, it will probably be more movie-centric. It will be probably more, like, focused on the movies, but I really do hope that we get characters from the Suicide Squad that we know from the comics, like Nightshade. Maybe we get Count Vertigo. I would really love to see how they would do Count Vertigo in an anime, and how they would use his Vertigo powers, and how they'd like use his his Vertigo abilities in anime form. I would really love to see that. I would also love to see. I would love to see, like, maybe Catman. Maybe as a reference to Secret Six. I think he'd be really cool. There's a lot of characters, and I do hope. While I do think if they bring in other Suicide Squad characters other than not even Joker, just Harley, I do think that it is probably going to be more of the the movies. But I do hope they pull a little more from comics, and yeah. Although having said that, I would love to see a anime King Shark eat like an elf. Just be like, "Ho, demon, I will." Something like that, or Peacemaker just killing his way, like just killing like dwarves and whatnot in the name of peace. Like this could be the story. And again, I didn't see a plot synopsis, so I don't know. But I do think I think how it's gonna play out is that Joker and Harley end up in this fantasy world, and Amanda Waller sends the Suicide Squad to go grab them. Now, as for the fantasy world in general, I have a theory of what it could be. Now, I do think this could it's more than likely a case it's a made-up fantasy world. I do think it may be a straight-up it may be a made for this anime fantasy world, or just throwing this out here as a theory, this could be Gem World, which is Princess Amethyst, which is another character from DC Universe that isn't really used a lot. She got recently used in a Flash story arc involving Eclipso, but Gem World is a fantasy world, and that could be interesting. That could be cool. Like that could be Gem World really lends itself to being a anime kind of world in general. So I do think that would be a lot of fun. But that's just my theory. That's just a theory. I could be totally wrong. I think it is more of option A than B, but I'd actually be happy if it was Gem World. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Suicide Squad Isekai? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.